Welcome back to another episode of Watching One Piece every day until I die or I catch up. No script, no editing, no setup, just vibes. So today I watched episode 5 of One Piece. And I'll give a quick synopsis. And then, talk a little about it. If you're new to the series, which I have currently 5 subscribers, so I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are new. Then the whole point of this series is not to think too much about it, but just to talk about a show that you guys probably love and I am just getting into. And it's super long. It's like hella long. So just watching one episode every day and just chatting about it with you. And just, sharing my experience, showing you that I'm excited about it and what I like about it. So it's a way for you to kind of rewatch the show. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into episode 5. Let me look up the name actually. One Piece. Sorry, see, this is a downside of having no script, but I think it makes it natural. Episode 5 title. So, never mind, I can see. Anyway, I'm not cutting that out because this is the most authentic channel on YouTube that you've stumbled across somehow on your YouTube feed. So let's get into a synopsis. So this episode opens up with Luffy crash landing in front of Nami as she's stealing the map of the Grand Line away from Buggy and his crew. And they kind of meet, and Luffy ends up wanting her to join the crew. But she says she hates pirates. And I think she alluded to maybe one of her loved ones got taken by pirates or something. And so that's why she hates pirates. And she comes up with this plan. And Luffy just goes along with it just because he thought it was interesting, where she just ties up Luffy and gives him to Buggy, and then she's going to steal the map again. Doesn't make a ton of sense as to why Nami would want to bring the map back and then steal it again. She didn't get a huge reward for bringing Luffy in or whatever, but I guess it's fine. And then, what I love so far is that the show understands its characters so well. So Luffy's just sitting in the cage, tied up, and the only thing he's concerned about is just reaching his arm all the way around and around this barrel and just trying to grab some food because he's still hungry. That's the only thing on his mind, not that he's tied up in this cage and full of pirates. It's just he's a really funny character. And the show does a good job of conveying that carefree spirit to us. It's funny as well. And so eventually Buggy's shoots his cannon, shoots his buggy balls or whatever. And then he's gonna shoot Luffy, and Zoro comes in at the last second and stops them from lighting the cannon and killing Luffy right as they're attacking Nami. And he gets in a fight with Buggy and thinks he wins, cuts him and slices him and dices him, and then gets stabbed in the back with the Buggy's demon fruit power, which is that he can separate his body into the different parts. So I thought this is a fun episode. Again, I'm getting used to this slower pace. Not that it's slow, but just compared to modern anime, it's slower, and I don't say that in a bad way. So I'm getting used to that, and so far I'm enjoying it. Because in 5 episodes, I've gotten to know our characters better than a whole season of newer shows, because it's just action, plot, and there's no time in between to spend time with the characters like there is in One Piece. So I'm enjoying it so far. Luffy is still my favorite character so far outside of Captain Morgan's son. He's just so. His type of character normally doesn't work, in my opinion. It's normally annoying, but he's just so funny. He's just so easy to, I don't know, show you that life's not that serious. So next episode, I think Luffy will get free. This is just what I think, but I think Luffy will get free and fight Buggy. And I think that should be pretty entertaining. I'm still loving it so far. I love the animation, especially. So far, it's really soulful. And I think Nami, I love that Nami got introduced, because I think Nami is going to be a very, interesting character. She's, multi-layered. She hates pirates, but then, I know she ends up joining Luffy's crew, and then I think there's some more drama. I got like a little bit of spoilers from the live action, which I've seen the 4 or 5 episodes of. Um, but I like Nami's character a lot because she's not just like just the cut and dry badass character of Zoro, or just like the happy go lucky like energy main character of Luffy. She's a little bit more like there's more to her. So I'm excited, and I'm not gonna yap too much. I'm just gonna give you your like daily fill of One Piece, and then quit yapping. So I might just end it here, low key, and then catch y'all for the next episode, which will come tomorrow. So yeah, outro. Subscribe. You don't have to. You can. I don't know. Bye.